So, good morning, everyone, and happy International Women's Month. I'm sure you're all familiar with the term a woman's touch. What do you think it means? Can I ask people to share their thoughts in the chat box? Just humor me with this, please. I'll say if I'd like to give you some time to give me your answers on the golden touch. Marjorie Torres says. Anyone else? What does a woman's touch mean to you guys? Unconditional love. Yes. Equal spiritual kiss. Ooh, nice. All consuming and the heart never stops growing to include all. Healing, the power of I can attitude. Compassion and empathy. Nice ones, guys. Thank you. Thank you for indulging me with your answers. Everyone has a mother. And with that, I'm sure you all have a special woman in your life that has helped shape you. Mothers, daughters, sisters, friends, or partners. Today, I will be sharing with you a few things about me. I would like to start by giving you some facts. I was born in Malaybalay, Bukidnon. Yes, that's in Mindanao. On the 10th of July, 1968. I'll just let you compute my age. I'm the middle child of three and the only girl, and I was the apple of my dad's eye. I lived in the province until I was 8 years old, and I grew up happy, surrounded by two brothers and many male cousins. Out of 27 cousins, there were only 4 of us girls, and the rest were boys. I didn't give my gender any thought, except on Sundays, when my mom would ask me to wear a dress to church. I hated wearing a dress then. I loved my childhood. I'm proud of my roots and that I can still speak Visayan. I went to De La Salle University in Taft and majored in philosophy, minor in psychology. I have been blessed with 3 gorgeous and amazing kids, now aged 23, Joshua, 19, Kiva, and 15, Tara. I was asked to answer the question, what challenge in your life helped shape you to become you? I will share with you one of the most challenging experiences in my life. In 2006, a tragedy struck. Brendan, my husband, and my co-founder of Q2, who was only 39, fell ill. In April 2007, he passed away, and I became a widow at the age of 37, leaving me with 3 gorgeous and wonderful children aged 9, 5, and 1, and a company that was only 7 years old. After a year of being out of the operations to look after Brendan in Singapore for all his treatments, I came back to the business thinking it was how I left it, thriving and growing. Boy, was I in for a shock. No new business was brought in, and our client list was running dry. Accounts receivables were an average of about 150 days, which was choking us. Cash flow was very tight, and we had to borrow from third-party loan sharks. I lost 5 of my key employees, including finance manager, who was personally trained by Brendan and had been with us for 5 years. They all left, coincidentally, to go abroad for better opportunities. And to top it all, the global crisis hit in 2008. It was a perfect storm. Remember, I had 3 very young children to look after. So fast forward, and to help provide context. In 2011, we were awarded Employer of the Year by PMAP. In 2012, we invested in our future by buying our very own office premises in the heart of the Makati Central Business District, moving to the 12th floor on our 12th year in 2012. 2013, we were the first Filipino company that was given a gold standard accreditation by Investors in People. 2016, we were the first company outside the UK to achieve platinum accreditation by Investors in People. 2019, we were the first company to have achieved a back-to-back platinum standard. And of course, last year, 2020, we celebrated our 20 years of uplifting lives. So you may ask, what helped me get back on my feet? First and foremost, I'd say my faith. I clung to my faith to give me hope and keep me strong. Loyalty and dedication of the people around me. Authenticity and open communication. Sharing the load and being able to seek advice. And the humility to know that I can't do everything on my own and that I needed to share the load. I created a circle of advisors, non-executive board to help bounce off ideas with. We had mini celebrations marking certain milestones to get people motivated. So celebrating small victories. My passion for our bigger purpose of uplifting lives, which really gave me energy. Having a strong support system, both at home and at work. My drive to be able to support the kids. I was prepared to work hard and put in the hours to ensure we provided quality above all else. And of course, self-belief. The book of Malcolm Gladwell, David and Goliath, served as a reminder for me that adversity is a gift. And lastly, having the right perspective, how I see things, and having the attitude of gratitude. I would not be where I am if it were not for the influence of amazing people in my life. I would like to pay tribute to the special women in my life that have inspired me, and I will share with you the lessons I've learned from each of them. First, my grandmother. Work hard and be tough. She traded with the Japanese soldiers at the age of 14 during World War II, and that was during the Japanese occupation. My mom, her thirst for learning inspired me. At the age of 57, she went back to university to study law, and this is already on top of her master's degree. My two daughters, Kiva and Tara, unconditional love, both giving and receiving. My girlfriends for their loyalty and teaching me the importance of having fun. Sheroes, my women group of entrepreneurs, vulnerability and acceptance, no judgments. My expat women's group, loving detachment. Why? Because they eventually all left the Philippines. I had to let go. Anne Novak, my Kundalini and meditation teacher. Self-awareness is the beginning of self-mastery, and that the longest journey is from the mind to the heart. And what stands in the way of greatness, of true greatness, is the ego. So what are my realizations? I believe in the power of diversity. I am convinced that Q2 success is partly because of our diverse workforce. Number two, acknowledging that I am a woman of many hats, as well as bags and shoes. I had to learn how to effectively prioritize and delegate. In other words, which hat to wear depended on what needed more attention, either being a mother, a boss, a friend, a wife, partner, sister, daughter, etc. If I was unable to attend something, I delegated to a trusted and able individual so neither felt neglected. For example, my kids, they need me for exams when they started school, sports fixtures, school functions, as against to my client meetings, conferences, overseas work trips, strategic planning sessions, board meetings, versus reunions, be it family or friends, anniversaries, community and organization events. So many things to attend. Where I was needed most determined where I spent my time, but it was also important to ensure there was constant awareness of balance. Number three, embracing what makes a woman unique and special, which is really being able to bear children. That's unique, right? And the nurturing nature of a woman, heightened sensitivity and empathy, as well as vulnerability. I am truly proud to be a woman. When my husband passed away, I shared with my kids that it was my intention to be the best mother to them that I can be. I specifically mentioned that I chose not to be both a mother and a father because I knew that I can only do justice to parenthood by being my authentic self. Number four, it's perspective and disposition that make a huge impact on our happiness. How we see and interpret things. Are they opportunities or are they problems? I was in a learning event recently and the speaker spoke about the cocoon concept. She shared that there are four disempowering emotions. First, guilt, when something goes wrong that was caused by me. Two, blame or anger caused by others. Three, helplessness caused by a situation. Four, fear or anxiety caused by the thought that something's going to happen. So, how do we flip those emotions? How do we flip them to empowerment? And this is the critical part. For guilt, learn from it and pick up lessons from what happened. Blame and anger, acceptance. Accept that it happened and move on. You can't change the past. Helplessness, like what we're feeling right now because of COVID, right? Take action, do something, whatever it may be, as long as it's taking action. Like, for example, in this time, taking vitamins, looking after our well being, exercise, meditate, eat healthy food. And lastly, fear and anxiety. It's faith, trust in self and in life that I can deal with whatever shows up. I've been privileged to have attended numerous learning events of a variety of topics and listened to so many amazing speakers, both local and international. These sessions simply strengthen my belief that the universe gives us what we need and that it's important to have the mindset of abundance. My experiences, whether good or bad, have validated my mantra of love, surrender, trust. Love, loving detachment, unconditional and full. Surrender doesn't mean giving up, but rather accepting what is and embracing life because it paves the way for change and growth. Trust. I trust the process of life. I trust myself that I have within me all that I need to live with joy, to live with courage. I feel grounded, connected, and calm despite all the chaos around me. This pandemic has made me even more introspective and is making my journey of personal growth and quest to be the best version of myself more relevant, significant, and meaningful. By working on myself, I am able to have a positive impact on my family and community, and I'm able to uplift more lives. I will leave you with a story that was shared with me recently and has moved me, aptly entitled Woman. When God created woman, he was working late on the sixth day. An angel came by and asked, "Why spend so much time on her?" The Lord answered, "Have you seen all the specifications I have to meet to shape her? She must function in all kinds of situations. She must be able to embrace several kids at the same time, have a hug that can heal anything from a bruised knee to a broken heart. She must do all this with only two hands. She cures herself when sick and can work 18 hours a day." The angel was impressed. Just two hands? Impossible. And this is the standard model? Angel came closer and touched the woman. "But you must have made her so soft, Lord." "She is soft," said the Lord, "but I have made her strong. You can't imagine what she can endure and overcome." "Can she think?" the angel asked. The Lord answered, "Not only can she think, she can reason and negotiate." The angel touched her cheeks. "Lord, it seems this creation is leaking. You have put too many burdens on her." "She is not leaking. It is a tear," the Lord corrected the angel. "What's it for?" asked the angel. The Lord said, "Tears are her way of expressing her grief, her doubts, her love, her lowliness, her suffering, and her pride." This made a big impression on the angel. "Lord, you are a genius. You thought of everything. A woman is indeed marvelous." Lord said, "Indeed, she is. She has strength that amazes a man. She can handle trouble and carry heavy burdens. She holds happiness, love, and opinions. She smiles when she feels like screaming. She sings when she feels like crying, cries when happy, and laughs when afraid. She fights for what she believes in. Her love is unconditional. Her heart is broken when a next of kin or a friend dies, but she finds strength to get on with life." The angel asked, "So she is a perfect being?" The Lord replied, "No, she has just one drawback. She often forgets what she is worth." Good morning, everyone, and thank you for your attention.